Jack's winter dream. Jack was a 14-year-old boy who lived in a small village. The village was surrounded by snowy mountains. Winters were long and cold. Every night Jack sat by the fire, dreaming of a better life. Jack lived with his mother and younger brother Tom. His father had passed away many years ago. Jack's family was poor, but they were happy. Jack wanted to change their lives. He dreamed of becoming successful. One cold morning Jack woke up early. Snow had covered the ground outside. He looked at the mountains and said, "One day I will do something big. A chance to learn." Jack loved going to school. He liked learning new things, especially about the world. One day his teacher, Mrs. Green, told the class, "There is a scholarship for hard-working students. The winner will get to study in the city." Jack's eyes lit up. He thought, "This is my chance." But there was a problem. The test for the scholarship would be in English. Jack was not good at English. He knew only a few words. At home, Jack told his mother about the scholarship. She smiled and said, "You are smart, Jack. You can learn anything if you try." The first steps. That night, Jack sat with his school books. He opened his English book and tried to read. The words felt strange. "How will I learn all this?" he thought. But Jack didn't give up. He wrote down 5 new words every day. He repeated them again and again. He made small sentences like, "The sun is bright," or "I like snow." His little brother Tom laughed when Jack made mistakes. "You said it wrong, Jack," Tom teased. Jack smiled and said, "I will get better. Just watch." Hard work in winter. The winter was very cold that year. Snowstorms came often, and the wind was strong. Jack's house had cracks in the walls, and the cold air came in. His hands were always cold, but he still wrote and studied every night. Sometimes the power went out. Jack lit a candle and kept working. His mother brought him hot soup. "You are working so hard," she said. Jack nodded and said, "I want to make you proud, Mom." Learning everywhere. Jack didn't only study at home. He listened to English songs on the old radio. He tried to understand the words. He also practiced speaking in front of the mirror. "Hello, my name is Jack," he said, smiling at his reflection. At school, Jack asked his teacher for help. Mrs. Green gave him more books to read. She also taught him how to pronounce difficult words. "Don't be afraid to make mistakes," she said. "That's how we learn." Jack also made friends who spoke better English. He asked them to talk to him in English. First it was hard, but slowly Jack understood more. The big test. After months of studying, the day of the scholarship test arrived. Jack woke up early. The village was covered in snow, and the air was freezing. His mother gave him a warm scarf and said, "Do your best, Jack." At the school, Jack sat in a big room with other students. The test papers were in front of him. Jack felt nervous, but he remembered all the nights he had worked hard. He took a deep breath and began to write. The test was difficult, but Jack didn't give up. He answered every question. He even wrote an essay in English about his dream to help his family. Waiting for results. After the test, Jack had to wait for the results. It was the longest wait of his life. Every day he checked the mail, hoping for a letter. One snowy evening, Jack heard the postman's bicycle bell. He ran outside and saw a letter with his name on it. His hand shook as he opened it. The letter said, "Congratulations, Jack. You have won the scholarship." Jack jumped with joy. "I did it! I did it!" he shouted. His mother hugged him tightly, tears in her eyes. "I'm so proud of you, Jack," she said. A new beginning. A week later, Jack packed his bag and left for the city. The journey was long, and the roads were covered in snow. When he arrived, he saw tall buildings and busy streets. Everything was new and exciting. At his new school, Jack worked even harder. He studied all his subjects, but he focused on English. He read books, watched movies, and talked to his classmates in English. Jack's English improved every day. Soon he could speak fluently. His teachers noticed his progress and praised him. The benefits of learning English. Jack's hard work opened many doors for him. He was able to make friends from different countries. He learned about new cultures and ideas. When Jack grew older, he got a good job in the city. His ability to speak English helped him communicate with people from all over the world. Jack sent money home to his mother and brother. He also visited them every winter, bringing gifts and stories about his life in the city. Dreams come true. One snowy evening, Jack sat by the fire with his family. He looked at his mother and said, "Mom, do you remember the winter when I studied so hard?" His mother smiled and said, "Yes, Jack. That winter changed your life." Jack nodded. "It taught me that dreams can come true if we work hard and never give up." The snow fell softly outside, but inside the house, Jack's heart was warm with happiness and pride.